There's no let-up in government's efforts to bring home the nation's migrant workers from the perils of a broadening and escalating war in the Middle East. The latest batch of 166 grateful and relieved OFWs from the Holy Land and Gulf states set foot back in the homeland, which our Denise Osorio covers in this report.
A fresh batch of repatriated overseas Filipino workers and their dependents arrived in Manila this afternoon from Damam amid lingering and persistent anxiety over the status quo in the Middle East. Of the 166 repatriates on board Gulf Air Flight GF154, 16 are dependents. The flight landed at Ninoy Aquino International Airport Terminal 3 at around 1:20 this afternoon, after a delay of nearly 2 hours.
The ceasefire had just been announced, so we're still in that stage where the Filipinos wanting to come home experienced the attacks. So they are still determined to come home. So we're still in that transitional phase, and hopefully the ceasefire holds, of course.
Mary, who returned with her 2 children, gratefully acknowledged the swift assistance extended by the government.
They're very quick. When we went to the embassy, they're very organized and very friendly sila. Tsaka gusto talaga nila mag-assist. And then at the same time, nung nagpumunta kami doon, organized.
WOA meanwhile said returning home is such a huge relief and respite from the fear and angst they had to bear whilst there.
Nako, mamamatay na ako sa nerbyo. Sobrang takot namin lahat. Buti nga noong nagpasabog ng sunod-sunod, nasa hotel na ako. Ang bahay namin malapit sa refinery, yun ang pinapasabog.
The Department of Migrant Workers said the government must remain flexible in its use of both chartered and commercial flights, as chartered flights afford larger numbers of OFWs to come home faster, whilst commercial flights have the option of chance passengers when seats are available. Meanwhile, the DMW expects to repatriate nearly 3,000 more OFWs in the weeks ahead. Denise Osorio for the National Television Network for a new and better Philippines.